Breaking news: those threatening Kukah must be arrested. Sokoto reports. The Saltan Cardinal people, under the aegis of the Saltan Cardinal People's Union, have reacted to the threat to the life of Bishop Matthew Kukah. The union demanded the arrest of those who threatened Kukah with an eviction order over his Christmas homily. The bishop is facing a repatriation threat from Sokoto by the Muslim Forum that claimed that his message was offensive to Islam. Kukah had, in a message, lashed out on the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, of being nepotistic in his appointment, among others. A development that drew the ears of some Muslim faiths. The Sokoto's National President Jonathan Asake, a former House of Representative member on behalf of his people, also kicked against the threat to the Catholic bishop. Asake, at a World Press Conference in Kaduna on Monday, warned that nobody has the monopoly of violence and that no harm must befall the Catholic bishop. This was just as he carpeted the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, over his alleged discriminatory postures towards other Nigerians apart from those from the Coal North. Asake said that only the likes of the Sultan Alhaji Saad Abubakar and emirs from the Coal North could criticize the current Buhari regime and go scot-free in the country today. He said that there was nothing different in Kukah's sermons that had not been said by prominent Nigerians such as the Saltan. He recalled that the treatment meted out to a former Minister of Defense, General T.Y. Danjuma, and the former Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Dr. Obadiah Mailafia, on their comments on the nation's insecurity. Asake warned on the dangerous consequences of some of the treatments meted out to some Nigerians he labeled as second class by President Muhammadu Buhari's regime. The Sokoto's boss said that it appears to us, therefore, that comments by Nigerians attract different reactions from the government depending on the region, ethnicities, and religions of the person making such comments. It is sad to note that when people or persons of Northern extraction criticize the government, they are taken as kind words, but when the same statements are made by people of Southern or Middle Belt extractions, they are harassed and tormented, and their comments branded as treasonable by the governments. The discriminatory posture of government clearly shows that the Buhari's-led administration threatens Nigerian citizens differently, some as first class and others considered as second class. When the respected Bishop Kukah criticized the government in his Christmas homily, all hell broken from northern elements who had consistently exhibited intolerance since the assumption of President Muhammadu Buhari as the president. This is so sad. This glaring nepotism and bigotry in his governance styles teams. It seems to lend credence in this perception. The former lawmaker added that all that the Bishop Kukah is accused of saying against this government have been said by some other people in a more critical manner, but never attracted a baggage of condemnation and threats. We note that the Sultan of Sokoto, the prominent emirs, and the Northern Elders Forum had condemned President Muhammadu Buhari over his dismal performance in tackling insecurity in the country, with NEF calling on him to resign. The anger and threats that are being issued against the reverse bishop were never served on the Sultan, emirs, and the NEF, which clearly shows the discriminatory posture of his government. SOKAPU stands with Bishop Kukah and others who, before him, had called to attention the subtlety and continuity of our communities. Those who have threatened Bishop Kukah ought to be arrested and be made to face the full wrath of the law. For the Islamic group that issued out a threat and an ultimatum on the bishop, we must warn here that nobody has a monopoly of violence and nothing should ever happen to Bishop Kukah. Meanwhile, the also SOKAPU chief decreed the worsening insecurity in the southern part of Kaduna, noting that 80% of residents of Chiku local government could no longer go back to their ancestral land. Asake also noted that between January and December 2020, victims of kidnappings in southern Kaduna had paid 900 million as ransom to their abductors. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. This is a nice article. You can imagine. Even the governors of some northern governors of, let me say, governor of the southern parts of Kaduna, and also other northern governors are also against Buhari. He said that they said that Buhari has never done anything to this country. They has never even made this country happy once. That is always making them weep. So because of what Bishop Matthew Kukah said in 2020, that made these some northerners to keep criticizing and want to torture him. This was what made the governor of Kano State comes out and defend him. Why can these people be defending a president that does not even care for other states? This is why these people came out and said and told everyone, any attackers, those that are criticizing Kukah should stop. That if not, they will get what they want. They said that the Sultan of Kano and the prominent emirs and the Northern Elders Forum condemned President Muhammadu Buhari. They condemned him over his dismayed performance in tackling insecurity in the country, with NEF calling on him to resign. That if he does not resign, then what that thing is looking for, he will get. You can imagine this anger and threat that has been issued against the Reverend Bishop Kukah, were nothing served on the Sultan and Emir and also the NEF, which clearly shows that this discriminatory posture of this government. Whosoever that goes close to Kukah, the prominent Sultan of Sokoto and Emir, and also the Northern Elder Forum NEF have decided to deal mercilessly with whosoever that goes close to Kukah and criticize him. You can imagine. Those who have threatened Bishop Kukah ought to be arrested and be made to face the full wrath of the law. That is what will happen to them. So the Sultan of Sokoto and the Emir are solidly behind Kukah. Well, this is the next thing Buhari would do, is to start giving them go ahead to arrest Kukah for all the statements he made about the government, federal government, last year 2020. So viewers, what is your take on this? Your comment concerning this news will be accepted. If you can drop them below the comment box, click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to get notifications whenever we upload new videos. And please don't forget, like and also share this news with friends as well. Thank you.